Work our way to our secondary feature. Ike Haxton is all in against Dream Seat winner Daniel Van Dyke, who has Ike Haxton crush. Ace Queen versus Ace 9.
I told a couple family members, a couple friends. Who knows? No idea.
Queen 5-4.
Boom.
Good night, Mr. Haxton.
What a dream for Van Dyke, eliminating, we think, Ike Haxton.
Good game, Mike.
Good luck, everybody. Have fun.
Van Dyke, our PokerGo social media Dream Seat winner. How about that?
I mean, the family and friends tuning in, that's one for the ages right there.
You guys got to be pumped, eliminating one of the best in the game in Isaac Haxton. I should say most of our Dream Seat winners started with 100,000 in chips. Van Dyke up to more than 300K. Here's a...
Coming up is my experience with the PGT Championship, in which I got to play against some of the world's best. They did give me a goodie bag full of a bunch of cool stuff, which was awesome. As part of that goodie bag, I was given a bunch of PokerGo subscriptions. So if you like, subscribe, comment below, say you want a PokerGo subscription. I will be giving one person that subscribes and comments below a PokerGo subscription. If you want to purchase one from me at half off, contact me, and hope you enjoy the video.
Just another day at the poker table. Negreanu, Foxen, Chidwick. Nice easy table. So real quick here, I'm going to cover a hand that I had with Jeremy Ausmus. And it was one of the first hands I sat down. And he was on the button. I was on the hijack. Low jack open. I 3-bet to about 6 bigs with pocket kings. And he 4-bet me to about 21 bigs on the button. Comes around back to me. And I thought 5-bet shoving is a little too strong. I mean, if I 5-bet shove with my image, being an unknown, not being some well-known pro, he's got to figure, okay, well, if I 5-bet shove, he's just going to put me on aces. I think the smarter thing to do is really not have a 5-betting range here and just call. I know it puts me in the dark as far as he could have aces. I ended up just calling the 4-bet. Flop comes 9-7 deuce. I checked. He bet a third pot. I called. Turn was a 3. I checked. He bet about 60% pot. And now I'm at a quandary where, yeah, he could have over pairs. He could have picked up a spade draw. He could have a set of 9s. He could have queens or jacks, maybe. Well, I really am only concerned about one hand. And if I'm going to go with it, I'm going to go with it. I only have about 20 bigs left. I have like 80 bigs at this point. So if I call, I could be a little off on the stack sizes, but it was around there. If I call here and I have a little left, I might as well just put it in and hope he doesn't have aces. So I ended up jamming, and he wasn't thrilled about calling, but he called it off, but it wasn't that much more. And I pretty much crippled him because he had pocket queens. So it worked out for me, and I got an early double up here. So I met Daniel off the camera, and I said to him, "Hey man, how's it going?" And he's like, "You ain't gonna do any good." And I was like, "Okay, nice to meet you too." And some of the other players are telling me, "Yeah, this is what you see off camera." I'm going to prove Daniel wrong and just try taking this whole thing down.
You're not going to win. You might make money, but you're not going to come first. It's like nobody.
To bring our Dream Seat guy down. Yeah, he started off well from 100K to 333K. As we look at the chip counts presented by Global Poker, smooth sailing for Alex Foxen, the PGT Player of the Year with more than 517K.
Oh
just deadpan, so you know you aren't going to win.
You're not going to win, buddy. No. No, enjoy the moment.
Oh my goodness.
You know, maybe make a little run, but why can't Van Dyke
Come
win?
on.
I mean, come on, D-Negs.
And I mean, literally, neither of us played a hand in the short time we were sitting at that table. So
Wait, how come there's you a Dream Seat? You got two top 40
from Lemongrass.
Why is it?
Had to you and 2 of the Chilean C-bet.
Yeah, fuck, of course you did. What,
Kind of
top
disrespect.
40? Does he look like a top 40 player to you? That guy? Come on.
Let me ask you.
World class.
Top 110, top 40? I mean, let's get real.
This guy's a world class player.
Yeah, but 40, top 40s.
Never meet your heroes, right?
I mean, you know,
That's good.
if he has any friends and he meets
Listen,
people right off
does
the
he look like
bat.
a top 40 player to you? Look at him. Look at that guy.
Right off the bat.
Does he
I
look
wouldn't
top
make any
40?
assumptions about that.
I don't know. I've never seen him play.
So based off looks, you'd be like top 90 maybe. But 40? That's like company.
I remember when you used to
Leave
say
me out
nice
of
things
this.
about people.
Thought this was before.
Okay, next hand versus Jeremy Ausmus. Same table.
Blinds
A little bit later on,
or two.
it ends up getting folded to me on the button. I have king of clubs, nine spades. I end up opening up for a min bet, and he calls in the big blind. Flop comes, queen of clubs, jack of clubs, three of spades. I have a over and a gooder. So he checks to me in flow, and I go ahead and I bet about third pot. And he calls. I might have bet a little more than that. I might have bet closer to half pot. Don't recall exactly. But check call. Turn was a four of clubs. He checks, and I thought about this for a little bit, and I decided to double barrel. And I bet again, and I
65.
won a lot of equity. And he check raised all in, and I was getting about 3-1, but it was a lot of my chip stack. And basically in tournaments, you know, in a cash game, it's probably a call because it's right there as far as equity. In tournaments, boy, the value of a chip is worth more than what the cash value is. So, and especially in a tournament like this. So it put me in a real pickle here as far as whether or not I wanted to. So I ended up folding. I did not think he had a flush. So, but on the other hand, he could have a flush. It's possible. You know, he could have turned a set. It's possible. I mean, I'm really kind of mad at myself for betting the turn, honestly. Again, this is a hand that I asked him to go ahead and put in his vlog, so I hope to see it coming up and get the answer on what he had here, because I am kind of curious. I did not think he had a flush in hindsight versus someone that could be tricky and will check raise with more than just a flush, and especially with so much equity. I should have checked back. I feel like I should have checked back. It sucks betting and having to fold with this much equity.
And 35.
Is Van Dyke asking for the 35-player chop?
30K?
I don't have the heart to tell him, but I don't think anyone's chopping this event.
Probably not in this
anytime
group,
soon.
yeah.
I try. That's the best you can do is try, right? I was obviously joking, but I thought that was funny how the announcers brought that up.
Work our way to our secondary
All right,
feature.
so this is
Ike
nothing
Paxton
real
all
exciting
in
to talk about.
against
I just thought
Dreamsy
I'd cover it
winner
real quick.
Daniel Van
Saw it
Dyke.
at the beginning of the video.
As Ike Paxton crush.
Basically, I min raised on the button. I
Queen
had
versus
jammed,
nine.
and I turned around and I called.
I told
It was
a couple
about a
family
third of my
members, a couple
stack,
friends.
about 65,000,
Who knows?
maybe a little less than a third.
No idea.
Queen
And
5-4.
I'm way too strong here.
Good night,
to
Mr.
fold.
Paxton.
And
What a
I don't
dream
think
for
I
Van
did anything
Dyke,
wrong either.
eliminating,
Basically,
we think.
I'm opening pretty wide from the
Ike
button, and I
Paxton.
am forced to fold, and then he has a block with
Okay,
an
Mike.
ace. So
Good luck, everybody. Have fun.
can't kind of just played itself,
Van
honestly.
Dyke, our PokerGo social media.
Another hand here, nothing real exciting. I completed blind versus blind. Just called. Mr. Chu here ended up completing. He's super short, so I'm kind of surprised he didn't think about jamming, even though he didn't have a very strong hand. There's enough fold equity there to think about it. But 4-5-9. Of course, you know GTO buys the correct play is to just complete no matter what. But goes check check. I turn an open ender and a 10. I have enough equity here to go ahead and try stabbing and taking it down. So I bet 15,000. Pretty big bet. And he folds. So nothing exciting there, but picked up some blinds. Okay, so this is the big hand that really knocked me out and took all of my chips. I want to kind of go through some of the action. They basically just zoomed in. Oh, here it is. Everyone's all in. It's just a cooler for Van Dyke. Honestly, what happened was Chu had jammed for his little bit he had before the blinds came up on him. Not my favorite choice of hands here to go with Queen 7 off, but might be GTO correct. I think he would have been better off doing it blind versus blind with what he had, but he goes all in. Lupin flatted. He just flatted in the cutoff there, which is the guy next straight to the dealer. Comes around to me in the big blind, and I look down at ace king suited. Now, I thought about just 3-betting to, let's say, 12 bigs. And then if I 3-bet and it comes back around to him, then if he back jams, I can actually think about folding ace king, believe it or not. But instead, I decided to just jam. I have about 30 bigs here. Well, no, how many bigs do I have? I only have 20. Well, I have over 30 bigs. He has 25 behind. But, if I make it maybe 120 and then he back jams, I don't know if I fold or not, to be honest. I mean, I might just put him on a pair and I have to call off another 100K in a flip with a lot of dead money in there. But either way, I kind of don't like jamming 30 bigs here with ace king spades. I knew he was shorter than me, but it pretty much crippled me because all I had was about, you see here, 311, and it was 247 in my stack. So the tricky part is he ended up flatting with kings, which was unexpected. People usually don't do that. I noticed with the pros a lot of times that play a little tricky. So anyway, I wish I had just made it 12, and then who knows if I would have called. I might have called off anyway, but I don't like my jam for that.
Open. 2 kings, chew all in for a much smaller pot with the queen 7.
Huge
Look at
pot.
the video.
Get Van Dyke gonna
Need a
document
nice
it all.
flat with kings. At ace king.
Let him do the play-by-play.
Let's see what happens.
See what happens, he says. Let's do it. Come on, Van Dyke. You show Negreanu. You can do this.
It's not up to me.
That's 7. Van Dyke would not be eliminated, but be down to 54K. Doesn't find an ace. Chu looks for a 7. Cupid just looking to hold. Turns to 6.
Ace on the river.
Doesn't change anything. Van Dyke said it. He needs the ace on the river. Can he find it? No.
Okay, so you can't see it great on video, but this is the GTO Wizard approval, GTO approved moves, I should say, for the ace king suited hand. If someone is raised about 2.1 and the hijack just calls and it comes around to me in the big blind, with ace king suited, I can go all in or I can raise. Most of the time it says I'm supposed to raise to like 8.1. Now, again, pocket kings is supposed to 3-bet per GTO, not just flat here. Makes me wonder if he saw something or I gave away something, wasn't sure. But anyway, it comes right back around to me and I'm supposed to raise to 8.1. The funny thing is, though, if it comes back around to him and he back jams, with ace king off, I'm actually supposed to fold, but with ace king suited, I'm supposed to call. So it is actually GTO approved with ace king suited, but I'm actually supposed to fold ace king off.
Okay, and this is the hand that knocked me out. Right after that big hand, I think it might have been literally the next hand. It was blind. Yeah, it was the next hand. Blind versus blind. I looked on ace 8-6 suited. I should have paid more attention to how many chips the guy has. See if there's any fold equity. Seeing how many chips he has, there really is no fold equity. However, honestly, blind versus blind, this isn't a bad shove. GTO approved, actually. And with 5 big blinds, considering the dead money in there with the ante, I think shoving here with 8-6 of hearts has got enough equity to fold. Didn't have quite the fold equity I wanted. I think I would have... not sure if I would. I probably would have shoved anyway. That's a good enough hand, I think, to shove.
Great having him here at the PGT Championship.
Yeah, that's poker.
Yeah.
The ups and the downs, Jeff. A lot of downs.
A lot of downs. And hold his head high.
What a
as he
character,
walks out.
though.
Yeah,
I'd like
love
to get this
having
guy
him.
back. DVD. Can we call him that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I've been called
The
for it, so I'll
DVD.
take it.
PokerGo social media dream seat winner.
They still make
That could be you
DVDs, by the
next
way.
year.
So that was it. Spent 4 days in Vegas. Had a good time. Most all the players were like super friendly. It was a cool experience. Got a bunch of free stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. And again, I'll be giving away a year subscription to PokerGo. If you like, subscribe and comment below. Take care, guys. Oh, by the way, I will be making some edits to this as soon as Jeremy Ausmus comes out with his vlog. And if he includes a couple of hands I was in, I will be plugging them into this video. So I guess stay tuned for updates on that as well.